Well, I said come back next time to see what happens. This is what happens.
What?
It must have been a dream.
A dream's a dream.
Blame it on your new jammies.
Yeah, so this is actually a big part of the story, that Yuna's outfit is actually kind of controlling her. But now she's back in her gunner outfit, and we are back with Final Fantasy Diaries. Today we'll be talking about Final Fantasy XIII, everyone's favorite Final Fantasy. Right? Yeah. So, the opening kind of booklet prologue. I need to stop going to the deck. Cocoon, a utopia in the sky. Its inhabitants believed their world a paradise. Under the Sanctum's rule, Cocoon had long known peace and prosperity. Mankind was blessed by its protectors, the benevolent fal'Cie, and believed that tranquil days would continue forever. Their tranquility was shattered with the discovery of one hostile fal'Cie. The moment that fal'Cie from Pulse, the feared and detested lower worlds, awoke from its slumber, peace on Cocoon came to an end. fal'Cie curse humans, turning them into magic-wielding servants. They become l'Cie, chosen of the fal'Cie. Those branded with the mark of a l'Cie carry the burden of either fulfilling their focus or facing a fate harsher than death itself. A prayer for redemption, a wish to protect the world, a promise to challenge destiny. After 13 days of fates intertwined, the battle begins. Dun dun dun. So, fal'Cie, l'Cie, this is all kind of a new thing with 13. And sorry. It is really an interesting world. It ultimately doesn't make much sense.
But the users are useless. They're the ones picking the fights.
And so sorry, I have to kind of make this choice. Oh, I don't actually have to make the choice. I can go to other places. Oh, no, I do have to pick one. Just kidding. Let's go with, I can't remember who I normally do. So let's be Rebels and go Youth League.
Works for me. Let's go with it.
Okay. So 13 really starts this whole new saga. Again, it doesn't make a lot of sense by the time you're done with it. It's really, for some reason, despite being so linear, I had a hard time following it. I don't know why, but I did. And I think other people had that trouble as well. But it wasn't without its good points. And I did enjoy playing it. I actually, I'm not one of those people who hated playing it. It's not a great Final Fantasy game. But it was alright. But one of the bright spots of this world, Sazh. The obvious best character. Pretty much the only one that you care about. is Sazh. You want to save him, you want to save his son, you would not be upset if he killed Vanille in the slightest, especially because I find her voice
And how sudden.
so
Maybe you should start by introducing
annoying.
yourself. Hi,
I
Sazh.
couldn't use Vanille in my party because I could not stand her
Sphere
voice.
hunters. In that case,
Sorry, I'm
I'd
sure
like
her
to
voice
accept
actor is
the sphere
wonderful,
brought. On behalf of the youth League,
but
I thank you.
Sazh,
Everyone, 3 cheers.
the
for
best.
Gullwings.
I like people who like chocobos. What can I say? It's an obvious choice. Every game needs, and I also have a thing for father stories. You know, I find them very moving, so the fact that he's really trying to save his son and do anything it takes to bring him back,
So, did you watch it?
you know, is really moving.
The sphere.
And speaking of fathers, my favorite NPC is actually Hope's father.
Forget.
I couldn't
I cannot.
understand most of the NPCs and what they're doing, but Hope's father made sense. And I was really nervous about meeting him when we got to Palamporum,
That
because the way that Hope talks, essentially everybody and everything is terrible,
it possesses overwhelming
kind of because Hope,
It must not be touched.
he's going
Yet
through a
those
hard
Yevon
time,
fools feel
and
they
he's
can
not
control it.
really
The
compelling
Youth League will do
despite
whatever
that.
it takes to make sure they do not get a chance to try.
But when you
Trust
actually
me,
meet Hope's
don't wanna get
father,
involved.
Bartholomew, and he puts everything on the line to protect his son and the other Lassie,
I see.
oh my goodness, he's a good guy. I really care about him. And I wish we saw him for more than 10 minutes. Because, again, one of the few characters who care. And who makes sense. Everybody else, I'm I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing that. I think if I read the lore, I would probably like it more.
Official. We've been burgled.
But
The broken sphere from
I
the
didn't.
Xanarcan ruins is missing.
favorite song? LeBlanc. My favorite song is going to be The Promise, which is
Who's on top
the
now,
one that's
Gullwings?
used in several different tracks. But I like the slow one, not the really peppy, upbeat one that you hear in a few different landscapes. But like with 12, the soundtrack just generally didn't really stand out to me. It's
She got us.
fine. It's
Oh, Poopy. You know,
fitting
don't talk like
for what's
that.
happening.
I'm just copying you.
That's nice.
That's really all I
We're
gotta
gonna
say
take
about it.
back. No one messes with us.
As far as
And what
favorite
about Vecna?
edition,
I didn't want to get too involved. Like when I was a summoner.
yeah.
We
I
are
don't
getting
I
what
don't
we
think
are.
that game
We're
did
spear
things that
hunters
were
that
right.
go.
Sorry, 13. And so I had a really hard time to pick favorite edition here because I did not like the upgrade system, I did not like the class system that much, I didn't like the espers, I never used them. But we want to keep it positive here. So, what I'm gonna say for the favorite edition is actually the
Maybe we can sneak in disguise.
story part, and that it started the Fabula Nova Crystallis, which in Latin is the new crystal fable,
Beat them up and steal their
essentially.
uniforms.
Or new crystal story, new story of the crystal. So it's trying to do something of a revamp. It's trying to do something of a reboot for the system, for the franchise. It didn't super work. People like this game, and that's great. But I feel like mostly people don't like it, and I understand where those people are coming from. Oh, I did it again! But I do like that... I do actually like the concept of the fal'Cie and the l'Cie, and that you have to obtain... or you have to fulfill your purpose, or you're going to get in trouble, and yada yada yada. I thought that was pretty cool. Especially because without it, we wouldn't have 15, and I happen to really like 15. So, thanks 13, thanks for being that stepping stone that we needed. You weren't the game we wanted, but you were the game we deserved, I guess. Something like that. But that will be next week that I will talk about my love for 15. Until then, here in America, it's the July 4th weekend. So I hope you're all having a fun and safe July 4th weekend. Watch some fireworks, eat some delicious food, watermelon, tiny American flags, all that good stuff. If you're not from America and you're watching from elsewhere, hey, that's cool. Thanks for dropping in, and I hope you're having a lovely Sunday afternoon. Until next time, Interceptor out.